John Martin has worked in construction, mining, manufacturing, and the pulp and paper industries. John knows how to connect with workers and supervisors.
I was a risk taker in almost every job that I've ever done. My name is John Martin. As a young man, I learned every shortcut, how to circumvent safety systems, how to get the job done. I tried to do that my whole life. And then I had an accident. I got seriously hurt, and it affected a lot of people. In my presentation, I'll give you examples of that, but also I'll give you a path forward where you can work safely today and every day.
John will motivate, inspire, and convince your workforce to become advocates for safety at work and at home. John Martin knows what he's talking about because John was almost killed at work when a series of poor safety decisions were made by John himself, his co-workers, and supervisors.
Circumvent safety systems. Don't lock it. Don't tag it. Run, run, run. Did that through my whole life. I was known as somebody that could get the job done. You think they knew about that when they put me on the job that morning? Yeah, they sure did.
It won't take that anymore! We need somebody that's going to do the job.
You drag a job down.
That one valve is all we got.
I just don't know why it wouldn't be closed all the way.
That valve is 4 stories up from here.
Why don't you stroke the valve and see if it'll reseat?
I'm not working OT, not today.
Time's wasting.
Here it goes open.
I'm on the last one.
Let me know what happens.
I was severely burned in the accident, and it affected a lot of people. My family, and the ripple effect just kept going on. It affected everybody that was around me that day, and people that I know today are affected. But also, in my presentations, the ripple effect continues. Everybody shares with me what happened to them when they had their serious injury. But the common goal of all of this is to share with you where you can prevent every accident. Safety equipment I was wearing back then, hard hat, safety glasses.
During his presentation, John explains how poor choices involving lockout, PPE, procedures, training, and communication resulted in nearly fatal injuries and long-term health consequences that exist to this day.
Well, as the burns are starting to heal up, things are going pretty well. Then my right eye ruptures. The tissue has changed so
John
much.
honestly shares the causes of the accident and the ripple effect of its consequences both to him and the others involved. Through his experience, John has come to understand that safety requires the personal motivation of each individual. And only through personal motivation can positive changes and personal responsibility begin to foster a true safety culture.
Did that through my whole life.
John's presentation relates to all types of workers and industries. John has spoken to corporations and their employees. He has been the keynote speaker at conferences and conventions. He has spoken to large audiences and small audiences.
Well, my name's John Martin, and I have a story to tell you tonight.
John Martin would like to speak to your audience.
I want to come into your organization, make my presentation. Anytime at night, day, afternoon, whatever size crowd. I want to make a connection with your group on how they can make a difference in safety. How after they get out of my presentation, at the moment they get out, that they can start working safely. And guess what? They can take that same message that I'm going to give them and take it home, because it is about family, friends. That's the point.
Book John Martin today.